Newton Crouch Incorporated presents technical tips.
Today we got a Raven Cruizer II, and we're going through the basic settings on what you need to have to be able to apply correctly. The button on the side is only used to cut the cruiser on. Never cut the cruiser off with the button on the side. And you have to hold it down. You have to hold it down for a second or two to get it to start booting up. Once the light bar at the top starts booting up, you can release the button. This is the boot sequence. The light bar has the lights going back and forth across the top until the home screen pops up. When you first bring your cruiser up fresh out of the box, there's just two or three settings that you want to perform before you're ready to start spraying. This one's already been set up. When you first get it out of the box, it asks you if you're in US or metric measurements. We're in the United States, so we select US measurements, and then it asks you your boom length, and you do that in inches. If you had a 60-foot boom, it'd be 720 inches. And then it asks you where your antenna is in relation to the boom. Most antennas are in front of the boom, so there's a fore and after setting that you put in there. And so this one is the fore after, and the antenna is 205 inches in front of the boom. So right here it shows you that your antenna is this positive mark or cross mark, and the boom is this positive mark or cross mark. And those are the two settings that you do when your initial setup is the width, which this one is 620 inches, and you just put it in there as 620 inches, and then your offset, where the antenna is in relation to the boom. And that's all you do for the initial setup. Okay. So this is when you first power your cruiser up. You'll come to the home screen. This shield up here is your GPS health. If you tap that shield there, it'll tell you how many satellites you're picking up and what your HDOP is. I'm not sure what HDOP stands for.
For those of you with inquiring minds, HDOP stands for Horizontal Time Dilution of Precision. It is a measure of the geometric quality of a GPS satellite configuration in the sky, and is calculated using this simple formula. Did you get all that?
But the lower that HDOP number, the healthier your GPS signal is. When you want to start a job, hit the green play button. If you want to go into the jobs you've previously done, leave it on resume, hit the green arrow. This is your list of previous jobs. The job that appears first is the one you're geographically closest to with your GPS position. This is a list of all your old jobs. If you select the button in the bottom left hand corner, you can delete all the jobs there. Or either you can highlight a job. You'll have a little red X pop up in this column, and you can delete the jobs individually. To start a new job, hit the play button. You have resume or new job. We'll say new job. Hit the play button again, or the arrow. These are your four guidance patterns that you can use. This is last pass, which is going to mirror your last pass. This is a straight AB line. If you select it, you would mark a A point, drive 10, 20 yards, mark a B point, and then you'll have a straight line. You'll have a straight line all the way around the world to the right and all the way around the world to the left, just as big as your field is. This is going around and around in a circle. Like if you were in a field with a pivot, you could go around and work your way to the center of the field. This is a curved AB line. It's the same thing as a straight AB line, but it's a curved AB line. It's going to show you that curved AB line as far to the right as you want to go and as far to the left as you want to go. The pattern that I like to use is last pass. So we select last pass and it starts your job. This is a screen that you come to when you get ready to start applying. The bottom left hand button is your boundary record button. Tap it again with the red radio button in the center, and now as you start moving it'll leave a blue line behind the cursor indicating your vehicle, and with that blue line there you drive around the field, and when you get within one pass or 10 foot of where you started, it'll enclose that circle and it'll tell you how many acres are in that field. The second shield from the left in the top left hand corner is your application indicator on and off. With it highlighted red, your application is turned off. With it highlighted green, your application is turned on. This is the same thing as turning your switch on and off when it's hardwired. You can also do it by touching the red triangle in the center, which represents your vehicle. You can turn your application on and off. If you'll notice, the shield is turning from red to green when I tap the red triangle in the center. If we were actually applying, it would be giving you a green stripe behind you, and that green stripe or green swath is indicating that you're applying. You tap it again, the green strip will go away, and that's indicating that your booms are cut off. To make any changes on the cruiser settings, you have to be out of a job. And to get out of the job, you tap the bottom right hand corner, hit your home page. It says guidance in process, so it won't let you make any changes to your swath or your positioning of your antenna. So you have to say stop, and it says, are you sure you want to end guidance? And you say yes. And then once you do that, you can go into the settings. If you were switching from fertilizer to lime, you'd want to go into your vehicle and you choose width, and since lime doesn't throw as far as fertilizer, you would change your width to 480 inches, which is 40 foot. And so now it's on 480 inches. To go back to 620, you just type in 620 again. To put in a boom sense adapter, you want to go to Tools and then System, and then you say Switch. Select Switch, and here you have touchscreen or hardware. And when you have it on hardware, you'll have a boom sense adapter coming out of the back of the Raven Cruiser, leading to your 12 volt switched wire on your console cable. And then when you have that, when you cut your boom switch on and off, it's leaving the green stripe behind you, and when you cut it off, it's taking that green strip away from you. When you have it on touchscreen, that's when you have to actually touch the screen. Either touch the red triangle in the center or touch the second shield up in the top left hand corner to cut your application indicator on and off. To properly shut down your Raven II Cruiser, tap the red button in the right hand corner, and then it says, are you sure you want to shut down? tap the green check mark confirming that you do want to shut down, and then it shuts down. Never just reach up and push the power button to shut it down, because it's just like all other computers. It's got to go through its normal shutdown process to save its memory.
We hope this video has answered your questions. Technical assistance is available 24/7 on our YouTube channel or our website, www.newtoncrouch.com. Call us at 800-241-1350. A real person will answer the phone. No recorded menus. Our knowledgeable staff will be glad to help you. Proudly made in America, a family-owned business since 1940, Newton Crouch.